everyone! It's Monday and none of us are at work. Or maybe you are. If you are, that's awesome. I am not. Today we are using up our gross old bananas, or those bananas you kept putting in your freezer when you were like, I'm gonna make something out of these. But then you never got around to, but now you have the time, yay! So we're gonna make a cinnamon streusel banana bread, a little extra something crunchy in there and delicious to switch it up from the regular banana bread. So let's get started. So I had a lot of bananas left over, so I've already smashed up 4 bananas. These are smaller. If you have really big bananas, you can probably just do 3 bananas. So I just smashed it up with a fork. You can use a potato masher too if you want. Easy peasy, nothing to that. So that's good. And then to that, I'm gonna add my sugar. I've got half a cup of brown sugar and 3/4 cup of white sugar. The brown sugar is just in there for a little extra flavor. It also adds a little extra moistness to our banana bread. So that's great. And then I'm gonna also add in my salt, cinnamon, and baking soda at this point too, just so I don't forget it. Definitely easier to have it in and I know it's there than forget about it and try and add it later. Awesome, so I'm gonna have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm gonna have 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Lovely. So we're just gonna stir that all in together. Nothing crazy there. The bananas kind of melt all your sugar in, so that's great. Lovely. So we'll add into this our wet ingredients now. I'm going to have 2 eggs. Ooh. And then I've got half a cup of oil and half a cup of buttermilk in here. Again, with the buttermilk, I know I use it in so many recipes just because I'm literally trying to use it up before it goes bad. But if you don't have that, you can use half a cup of milk with half a teaspoon of vinegar. You can use half a cup of yogurt, half a cup of sour cream. You're looking for something with a little acid, and that's gonna react with our baking soda and give us nice fluffy banana bread. Ooh. All right, stirring that in together. Looks perfect. And then I'm gonna add a splash of vanilla. I just have like fake vanilla because regular vanilla is like $1 million. About 1 teaspoon of that. And then the only other thing going in this part is flour. So I'll add 2 cups of flour. Oops. So this recipe should make about 1 loaf. I have a million different size loaf pans. I grabbed this one, I think it's like a 9x4. We'll see what it turns out and I'll put it in the recipe on the website, what's a good size. Okay. Just gonna lightly fold in all that flour. And you don't want to stir this too much because it will build up too much gluten. Awesome, so this lumpy mess is perfect. That's good, that's done. So now we're gonna work on our streusel part. That's gonna be nice and crispy. So in here, I've got a 1/4 cup of soft butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm also gonna add a tablespoon of cinnamon. Ish. And about 1/4 cup of oats. And look, I found those big whole oats in my cupboard today. So I'm gonna use those, but you can use the quick oats too. That'll work as well. Or if you don't like oats, you can just leave those out. And then with my hands, I'm just gonna smush this all together, get it all mixed up. We're kind of making a combination of banana bread and coffee cake. Those delicious coffee cakes with all those layers inside. So that's what we're going for. Beautiful. All right, you just want your butter to kind of coat all those sugary bits. Ta-da! I'm just gonna wash off my hands and then we'll get ready to layer. And we're back now to layer our delicious banana loaf. So I'm gonna try to do a few layers inside just so we have layers of crunchy streusel topping in the middle. So I'm gonna start with a layer of the banana bread. Maybe we'll try to do like 2 layers. Guesstimate thirds. All right, I'm just smearing this about just to cover the whole bottom, and then I'm gonna put a big handful of the streusel on top of it. Like so. And now I'm gonna do another layer of batter. So you could probably have used a smaller loaf pan. That's okay though. Mine will just be short. You can really use any pan. You could even make this in muffins if you want to. Lovely. So we got another layer of our banana bread batter and then another handful of streusel. Awesome. And then I'm going to pour in the rest of the batter on top. And we're just trying to cover up that streusel so it has nice layers when we cut it after. Beautiful. So smear that about. Actually, this is probably a good size pan. Unless it overflows when we bake it, but I don't think it will. I have faith. Perfect. All right, and then on top, you want to make sure you always have streusel for the top because that's the best part. It's all crusty and delicious. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. And then I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And this one's going to take a while because it's so thick. It will probably take like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe a little longer. You want to stab it with a knife or a toothpick and it to come out clean. That's when you'll know it's ready. Amazing. Well, this already looks so good. I'm going to pop it in the oven and then we'll be back once it's baked and see what it looks like. All right, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes is how long my loaf took to bake. Watched a few episodes of Gilmore Girls while I smelled this delicious banana bread. But it's all baked and it looks great. So the top is going to be a little bit darker colored. That's just from the streusel topping we put on there. Don't worry, it's not burnt. It's just caramelized deliciousness. And then I've sliced it open here so you can kind of see we've got those layers of the streusel in there, which is going to be so good. It's just steaming warm right now and I want to eat it so bad. Amazing. Well, thanks for joining me today. We'll see you guys tomorrow and bake something else fun. The recipe is going to be on the website, so hit that up if you want to bake some. And have the most amazing rest of your day. Bye.